I'm the CEO of SmartSearch, and we make software for applicant tracking. That's what I call it. There's a lot of different names for it now, but we've been doing this for 23 years. And so our involvement in the social networks is really to kind of enable our customers to both push and pull information from these kind of new and non-traditional sources for candidates, and to do what we can to try to implement procedures via technology that enable them to take advantage of some of the things that you can do on these cool new sites. And Julie had laid out a few questions for each of us, so I'll try to maybe say what that question is and just give you a little bit of my information from it. The first question was really with job boards shrinking, how and why should companies brand themselves and put jobs on social networks? So, and I guess I kind of laughed when I saw that, because when I look at the statistics from our customers in terms of where they're finding people, they're finding them on job boards. And we work with a lot of job boards, so it's difficult for me to say that they're necessarily shrinking, but their audience is becoming somewhat more, I guess, diluted. First of all, there's a lot more job boards. They're really proliferating. And so the audience then that you're reaching on any one site might not be as great as it was. And I guess the other issue really is that it isn't so much that job boards are shrinking. To us and our company, kind of what we want our customers to do is to get information about their organization out to the public in very effective ways. And job boards, of course, are one kind of way of doing that, but the social networks are a much more exciting opportunity to really do branding and marketing. Because before I started this company, I used to work at a staffing firm, and so a lot of the kind of knowledge that I bring to this kind of comes from that environment. And we sell our software to both staffing companies and corporate human resource environments, but what we tell our corporate human resource customers is that they need to think and try to act more like staffing companies. And so for me, recruiting and sourcing is really marketing and sales. And so everything that you do when it comes to try to find people and hire them and qualify them and stuff like that, you need to think of that as a marketing and sales job. And the same way with your interactions with your hiring managers. If you think of them as your customer, okay, then I think there's going to be things that you're going to do that are going to work better. And so since recruiting and sourcing is marketing and sales, then really what we want to do is we want to think about how are we marketing our organization and how are we marketing our jobs. And the social networks give us some really cool and unique opportunities to do that. And I think that going back to the original question about job boards, shrinking, and I'm not sure that that's true, but I can say with certainty that places like MySpace and YouTube and Wikipedia, and I think of all of those places as social sites, and Facebook and LinkedIn in a different way, the number of people that go to those sites is way, way greater than the number of people that go to job boards. And so what that does is that gives you an opportunity to present your organization to potentially a large audience. But just because there's a lot of people there, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get in front of them all. So you have to be aware that you have to do stuff effectively. And I'm not an expert at that. Chris is, in terms of how to present your company. What I know though is that the more people that find out about you, it gives you opportunities. And on social networks, what you have are some really unique opportunities to connect with non-job seekers and to build relationships with them, which means that you can use them as networking sources. You can use them maybe when they do decide to look for a job. And so connecting with these people is really